Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 12 of Hardiest Songs of Six. I believe where we last left off, we were in the middle of a world war, or, well, a world war has just been declared on us. Yep, and let's actually load the correct game. So, a couple things I need to focus on. First off, I patched the region rework mod. There were a couple of bugs. I've been using the edicts to move people around. That's fine. I think that's all good, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We've got this army of 60 men coming at us. We got a few little. Let's see, that's 60. I've got about 70 conscripts out on the map. I could get 10 more Talapi, which would be 80. And that would reduce the need to get an army out from my capital, which I'm not against actually. Getting these 83% dudes out on the map would be great. Let's see how many of them are training. About 40 of them are training, so I'd reduce my workforce by about 60. We'd have a 30 labor deficit. Let's see, where would that go? I think that my export depots will stop working. Potter, likely. Water pumps. And then just some general labor shortages. So I think that's good. Let's go ahead and reduce the population limit on my humans to 280. And then we can send this army out. Let's put one on the border over here. There we go. And then we might... let's see how many people we get, and then see if we want to keep them training. That's 60 people. That's a little... let's get the rest in here. Let's pull back a little bit. I hope that these borders touching doesn't break anything. Let's move back. Oh, and they just flee. That's nice. Free stuff. Hey, that actually brings us a lot of leather armors. And let's move straight for that capital. Let's see. For this guy, I probably want to give him this region. Get him out of the war. Let's see, what does he actually want for the war? 2.5 mil. And this guy wants about 2 mil. Yeah, let's start moving. Oh, and now they get the garrison, so now they'll be willing to fight. Should have waited for the rest of my troops. But I do have a leather armor and 2 hammers, so maybe I'm fine. Let's see, what do we got? We got the garrison. Then we got the rest of his troops. Looks like archers. And it just has the archers with spears. So let's try and break this garrison troop first. And then see how we do against this one. Kind of use them as a shield against these archers. Let's see how we do. In this case, I don't want to stand around and wait for the archers to take pot shots, so I will actually move up. What that does, yeah, the smaller garrisons over here. They're at 4.6 morale. Both of them are. I am at 6 morale. Let's see if we can't crush these guys. see, their morale is down to 3, mine is still 5. Two and a half, 5.4. Keep moving forward past them. $1.5. Let's get them to run so they don't get snagged up down back here as much, and get a few charges in. $1.1, so almost breaking. $0.7. Stop running after them. Keep moving up. Their morale is breaking. Let's keep that up. Okay, squad broken. Reform. And then move up so that the rest of our troops don't feel so left out. Let's see, these guys are over here. So we got we got their troops in front of us, between us and the archers. That should make them less likely to shoot, and if they do shoot, provide heavy friendly fire. Let's just keep my morale high. Looks like my morale is higher. So that's 7 against their 4. They do feel like they have the numbers advantage. Do they get the under fire? No. I guess it's only like the millisecond that arrows are actually impacting you. Let's see, how wide can I go with 5 depth? Not that wide. So I do want to beat these guys. Yeah, under fire, very short burst. Let's try and push up into them. Push them back. I'll take off guard so that my troops are more likely to push into them. Their morale is going down, 3.7. Mine is still looking good. Looks like I am pushing into them in a few locations. That should, yep, their formation is no longer intact. Pull back a little bit because I am the one getting surrounded over here. And let's reinitiate guard. Keep information. 3.8, 6.5. And there's like almost no casualties. Even though there's a whole bunch of dead Gritonians on the floor over here. Let's move back a little bit more. I'd like to get my formation back. Run. A little bit of speed. My formation is intact and theirs isn't. Let's try to push up. These guys still have ammo. Yeah, plenty of ammo. I've pushed them back quite a bit, but actually brought us closer to the archers. Let's pull back a little bit. Because I don't want them having that numbers advantage. Morale is quite low at this point. I've got twice the morale, so let's try and push through again. Use the arrow keys to just go all the way through them. Adjust when they rotate. See how morale's doing. They're down to 2. I'm down to 4. That's not great. See, they're doing 1.6, we're doing 5 again. They have no formation, we have formation. Let's just wait them out. I think just standing here is a good trade for us. They don't want to fix their formation. Push in a little bit. Keep away from those archers. A little more. One morale, 3.7 morale, 0.9. Let's go in for the kill. Almost there. Who's eating during the fight? 0.5, 3.3, push, 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 push. .6. I gotta pull back. .3 morale. Push in. I guess I actually did a lot of casualties. 0.1, come on, work. There we go. And now all that's left is this troop of archers. Which I think we should just have the numbers advantage on. There we go. So a little bit of focus firing and tactics. Let's keep pushing. Lift the siege. Let's see how our city is doing with a labor shortage. So no exports, no water, no potteries, no vegetable farming. Okay. I guess that makes sense. If we're not doing the water pumps, then why vegetable? Why is this on priority 1? That doesn't make sense to me. Be the same one as that one. Did I break this at some point? Any other priorities that are messed up? Nope. Okay. And I believe we invested a little bit into science for something. I can't remember what it was. It might have been Aura pastures. But we wanted to get a little bit of extra science for something. What was it though? Alright, the blood sports. We need 7 more. I'm building these out of cut stone, right? Yeah, okay, that'll just take a while. I've got that one region with the special event for getting 5 cut stone. Distance is a little more difficult in the region rework mods. I'd really love to get a road somewhere. But I don't want to spare the workforce to get a 10% production boost in 2 regions. Alright, let's wait for this garrison to tick up, and then they'll attack us, and then we can take the city. Should be around, yeah, there we go. 122, that's a lot more than I was expecting them to attack at. But I think with the hammers and the good amount of training that we have, I think we just saw what happens when we just get into a one-on-one fight with... Oh, they have a second squad, so let's actually wait for them to go over to us and then try and peel that off. Let's see, we want to go kind of like that, and then we use the arrow keys to kind of push through them, and we'll run. And the goal here is to get a wedge between this, between this northern division of theirs and this southern division of theirs. If we can get them to move up, then we can have them on their own and beat them up. Where is this guy going? It's like all over the place. This little squad. And it sucks that I can't get a good overview of where they are with this tooltip in the way. So they have guys like all the way down here. So I don't think this is gonna work. Let's instead just try to play the attrition game and stop running. Because I think they're gonna, the way that the AI attacks, like they break formation, try to shove in. We just maintain our formation and let them tire themselves out. I think that should be a good fight for us. We have 10 casualties, they have 15. And as they exhaust more, that should get worse and worse. And maybe getting more. Oh, I'm not paying attention at all. There we go. Pull back a little bit. One of their squads just broke. That's good. Oh, that's little squad. Accidentally run at them, I guess. I think this is just a fight we win, right? They're at 0.8. Let's just ram through them. There we go. And then we can occupy this, and they actually collapse. Let's see, how much do you want for peace now? Still 2.5 million. Let's see, his army's out over here. I think we can just move up to this location. And then take that land away from him and then give it back to him. How much army did he actually have? 900 soldiers. So if he attacks, I'm just dead. Let's see how you want to manage this. How good are the fruit farms here? Pretty good. How much fruit excess did we have? 120. How much fruit am I eating? 34, and we have a good bit of decay. So we have a solid 70 fruit left to spare. So actually kind of happy with that, if we can maintain it, of course. Let's just do the... actually, what if I... Gonna be quite a few Garthemi's over here. No, that sucks. If I do meat and fruit. Bread? Honestly, I'd rather send them bread than fruit from the capital, because that's produced daily. I don't know what I want with this region yet. We'll just leave it as is, and we'll exploit it later if we have the time to think about it. How am I gonna get 2.4 mil though? Can I sell you a bunch of stuff? Let's say I want about 1.6 mil. Can I give you want my regions, huh? And my money. That doesn't make sense, but okay. What if I sell you all my grain? That's 3/4 of a mil. Need to take care to not die as well. All of my leather. I don't have a lot. My furniture. Furniture's worth a lot. Okay. So let's not do all of our grain. Let's see kind of how much grain do we need to give him. Maybe I can give him like a whole bunch of herbs as well. This pottery. Pottery is worth quite a bit. Well, let's just sell him a lot of pottery then. Art. No, I don't want to give you 90k. What the hell? Oh, I have these leather armors. Those are probably good money. I don't want to sell you that. I don't want to sell you these either, actually. Let's see, because all of these bows and swords, I'm not going to use those. Clothing is, yeah. Okay, it's going to be a little bit of stone and wood, and then a little bit of grain to tie this over with that 91 extra, and then we'll sue this guy for peace, which we almost have enough. Yes, I am fine with that. There we go. Back on peaceful terms. Can we immediately get a trade agreement with you? Yes, we kind of can. Well, we don't have the money. Okay, now we can send these troops home immediately. Where's this guy? He's just standing there. Okay. 10k army. Let's see, wait for them to come back, and here they are. And then we can increase this back up to 380. Do we have the innovation yet? No, we do not. We are still waiting on the cut stone from this place. How much longer? 12 days? Then there should be... Should have just had a bunch of cut stone. Or is it still arriving or something? Oh, I have some shortages. Loyalty? Well, nothing's below 70, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. Let's hope that our bakeries finally start lagging out. No thanks. Stone is still in a decent economy. Man. Oh, if I can get a trade agreement with this guy, actually. Yeah, I'll take that. And all of our imports are set to 520, which should be 650 times 800, I think. Calculator here. 650 times 800 is 520,000. So 650 is the population we're shooting for. We need to get a few extra people to hit that. Let's see where we can get those. Maybe we can get 5 extra Cretonians. And that's about it. I need to do something about my fulfillment. Let's see, hearths are good, speakers are excellent, stage is excellent, food stall is good, tavern is excellent, wells are good, markets are good, lavatories are good, skinny dipping is still good, benches are okay. Let's see, where are the bench sitters? Why can't I use my middle mouse button to pen while I have that? I've got a shortage of benches over here. And over here. So exactly everywhere where there's benches, there's a shortage of them. That's a little wacky, but I can put another bench down right over there. Funny how it works. Supplies low. Is that the... Yeah, because this is so few people. Like, they're not going to send a card for one piece of clothing, but they will send it for two, so... Once these guys need a card, they'll immediately send a message that, hey, we're deserting, please send us stuff. Like, yeah, we need to... Wow, need a delivery. 3. But yeah, we're doing good on rations, we're doing good on clothing. Got those 5 extra Catonians who are happy enough. And we're still waiting on the cutstone. How much longer? 3 days? And then we'll get maybe 80. It's more than what we need. How's the environment looking? Let's look specifically at humans. Torches are good, flower beds are good, trees are good. Chivalry prowess, nice, 100% prowess. We could get some gems in storage. Bretonians want me to store a whole lot. They want 20 rations per person. That's a lot of rations. Vendorians want Sithalon. Garthini want meat. Mevia want fish and egg. And Talapi also want meat. So actually getting a good meat stockpile would be a good idea. Just don't know where to get the manpower. Start developing this. And then we probably need to put down a little army here as well. Let's just remove this one. Get a new one and place it over there. And then get... we were able to afford 10 Talapi conscripts. Let's see what that does to the happiness. Okay, first things. Let's get a fruit orchard. Maybe stocks? What does that do? Still have 7 workforce. Wow, but this thing might be reducing population too little. 7.5%. I may need to nerf that. So it's talking about needing a road. I still don't think it's time for that. And I'd really like more meat. Getting more meat would make my Garthini and my Talapi happy, both in terms of food fulfillment as storage, if I manage to get that. I just don't think this is the play. We have plenty of fish though, right? We've got plenty of fish. So getting mushrooms or eggs would also be nice. Let's see. We can get 50 meat. We can't get eggs and we can't get mushrooms because we don't have the tech for that. Yeah, that makes sense. So then what do I want to do here? I could definitely get a bank. And then one more thing. What if I don't have the fruit farm? I have the fruit for that. Probably. What else? What else? Wait. I get more distance. Oh, I've got a bug. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Maybe just getting the vegetables is nice. Then I got rid of the vegetable farms. 89 vegetables. It's a lot of vegetables. How much do I need? I need about 50 vegetables. And I guess half of it decays. I have no idea how many vegetables I'm producing at the moment. It should be about that, so it's more than 100 a day. Consumption over there right after the harvest peaks out a bit. Well, maybe it's about 60 or something. Yeah, that's what this is saying as well. So getting the vegetable farm would be good, and then I can replace these 3 vegetable farms with more grain farms when I need them. I think right now I'm doing just fine on grain. Are my bakers stalling yet? Why don't they stall? They should stall. Like, I'm making way too much bread, right? Plus 120. With 300 storage for bread. Guess it's 320, yeah. I guess we're just always short on it. Ow. We're making it plus 1,000. Oh yeah, I had health issues. So this is probably a good idea. Maybe. So then I just need more food. I'm already been good on that. Maybe I do need more fish. Or yeah, it looks like. Oh, that's a lot of decay. Looks like I'm good on fruit. Yeah. So this will be even more fruit. I don't want that. I can ship that fruit out. That's fine. We get the bank, and then we get 2 more things. I think I need more fish. And then I want the vegetables. And then I'll get rid of 2 vegetable farms, actually. I don't have 41,000 to build all this, so I'll just build the bank for now. And then this will eventually become... well, I can do the fish already as well. Let's get some more fish. Let's see, if we switch over to the fish recipe, we'll be making 20% more rations, or 5 times the amount of herbs. I think we can splurge on herbs. Because we're going to be not getting enough meat, I don't think. We're consuming 54 fish a day. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Actually, I don't like the... Do I like the fish? I think I like the fish. Yeah, the fish and the vegetables. And then I'll ship back the fruits. Fish and vegetables. What if can I get a level 2 fishery over here? I can. So if I move this fishery back over here, I will encourage Emevia to live here and discourage them. I'll get rid of this fish. I think I want to encourage Emevia to live somewhere else. I guess they don't care about either of these, so let's stop discouraging them over here. And then over here I want to build the vegetable farm. Do need money. I got tilapia. Can get rid of that. That may not be enough loyalty. Let's see, can we get another group in over here? What if we replace this bank with a tavern? Do we then still need this army? No, I think that's fine. Let's get rid of these and get rid of that. And I think this is fine. Right, loyalty should continue to move up. And I have way too much loyalty over here. Let's get rid of... Oh, this is only 10 Crotonians. Can I get rid of these? Yes, easily. Well, that leaves almost no tax rate, but I think that's still good. Rather not burn the rations. And then over here, why? Let's see. Guess I really wanted the money, huh? That's not good. Okay, so these two are actually necessary. And then we can raise the taxes. Almost all the way, I think. Like that. Stand over there. These are fine. I wanted to build the vegetable farm here. And then over here, I want to replace this one with another level of fish. And what if I give you guys both fish and fruit? Then we'll end up with 100 fish a day. And that'll be good. Looks like we have health problems, corpses. Why do we have so few odd jobbers? What's going on? Accident, extreme temperatures. A place to cool down. My wells are doing fine. Yeah, 10 deaths from an accident, 10 corpses. No outbreak yet. How's my graveyard doing? My graveyard is fine. I've got 2 graveyards even. So I think we're good. His health quickly shoots up. It's like we're harvesting the vegetables right now, although barely. Let's see, which one of these has like the best stats? I think it will be this one, right? But I need to get my water pump working. Let's bump this up to an 18. Just so I see, yeah, this one is 100%. Let's see. But this one is the best vegetable patch, so let's get rid of these two. Bump this back down to, 17. We do have the science by now, so we can get the blood sports back. And I think I'm just gonna remove and rebuild that, so we don't spend a decade performing maintenance on it. There we go. And then we get a little bit of extra fulfillment back. Looks like we can get just 20 more humans. Right? Yes, okay. So we're actually at the the level that we're at, finally. There we go. Yep, and then we're sending them 30 apples a day. They're sending us 100 fish a day. We don't quite have a stockpile of fruits. And we have a labor shortage. It just can't just be from 14 people being sick, right? Is it the 20 extra jobs over here? Are my bakers all busy right now? It increased food consumption by quite a bit. How's my grain looking? I think my grain is still fine. Just about. Let's see, got a bunch of grain farms switched off. There we go. We have too many vegetables. Can we get extra cottonians? I think we can get 5 more. 110. Centaurians. I don't think so. Mevia probably, yeah. Tilapia. Tilapia, I can probably get 5 more as well. Let's just try. Put them in there. Let's give them a day off. Now we can probably get another. Probably get another 30 humans. Yeah, that's spot on. Plutonians. Okay. So my Kryptonians and my tilapia, mostly my tilapia are in trouble. Let's see, can I do anything to make them happy? I don't need this amount of innovation. What am I spending it on? Alright, I want this. Do I want this back? I don't think so. How am I gonna make them happier? The only thing I can really think of is justice. Which I don't have I do have a population for, but I do not have 50 knowledge points. I don't have the 30 innovation to get the library. There's nothing on innovation here. Only thing I can think of is get roads that the tilapia like. I do have a bunch of stone. Tilapia really like cobblestone, and so do Kryptonians actually. So if I just get some stone roads, what am I going from actually? I'll be going from 50% to 80% on road fulfillment, and that's only when they're moving over roads. Let's see, everyone else really hates those. Dirt is the same for them. Let's see, humans and Andorians prefer paved roads. And then the fungus road. Maybe I just hate every time. Oh no, they love brick roads. Okay. I don't think roads is the way to go. Let's see. Their tree fulfillment is a little bit low. Maybe just get this extra piece of road with some trees in it. There we go. What about the Kryptonians? Is there anything I can do for you guys? You don't have enough flower beds. Where are my Kryptonians at? They are kind of all over the place. Let's see during the day. Okay. So a lot of them are out in the fields, baking bread everywhere, making rations. They're mostly just in all kinds of random places. I guess flower beds do go up during the day, so they have to kind of consume benches. Maybe that's it. Let's put some flower beds in here. I think that's good. Flower bed, and then tree, road. Let's see, that works, right? There we get a decent spread. Where are our other shrines? Or, I guess we only have the one. And this one has like an entirely different configuration, which doesn't actually need that, so too bad. We still have enough shrines, by the way. Need to keep giving my tilapia a day off. Access to shrines is 60%, but I guess that's just because they worship other gods than Athuri. I've got plenty of shrines if you follow the correct religion. I guess maybe bringing in 5, like that brought in 5 worshippers to Crater. So maybe that spiked up. Yeah, that definitely spiked up my opposition and shrine access. Or spiked it down, I mean. I'm not going to be getting meat storage anytime soon. We're not doing the roads because they suck. What else can I give them? Maybe a few more benches. I don't know where though. Law kind of sucks. I've got a 30% arrest rate, which is normal. The 0.4 multiplier just makes law really terrible. I think the only thing I can really do is judgment, but I don't have the 15 knowledge for that. Although at this point I do kind of have a little bit of extra innovation. Let's see, one of these labs makes... Oh, we don't have enough clay anymore. Let's see how that does. When are we getting our clay? Wait, did we burn through all of our grain? 750 every day, maybe about 800. We don't have enough grain farms, so let's get another one in. And maybe activate one of these two. Let's activate this one. And then keep that one shut off. Because if we're burning through about 800 grain a day, times 15, 12,000 grain. So I want in storage by the end of the harvest season. We have about 11,000 worth of storage, or well, storage space, I guess. We do fill up our vegetables nice and easy. Do we have a shortage of fruit? Yes. Oh, Bretonians, humans, and tilapia. the intelligence again. Yeah, I need a solution to fulfillment. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna spike it. Like, I need to get to 1,000 population. Why am I at 700? I guess I chose that. It's not just the fulfillment, actually. I also need to worry about my health. Really nice that it's not one of the multipliers shown in here. But yeah, we've got the 0.4 multiplier on health. Not really sure how I'm gonna deal with that, besides just handing out more and more food. Without knowledge. I think I need knowledge. Hospital doesn't actually give me any extra health. Medicine would, so it's also 50. And medicine is also, I think, a decent... Like, hospitals are a good form of fulfillment. Everybody likes having hospitals, except for the Mevia, who are actually kind of happy that we don't have hospitals right now. They don't care about the physician. Everyone else gets like a point of fulfillment from the physician. Yeah. I think going to physicians is probably our best bet. And for that we need 24 points of knowledge, or well, 44 points of knowledge. But we need 11 more points of innovation. It looks like I'm burning through way too much clay. I need like another 60. Where can I get 60 clay? I think we're gonna have to grab this free land. There we go. We'll put these guys in there. Go back to our city, reduce the population to 330. Okay, that's 35 100% trained troops. And that's the rest of them. Hello, are you just moving through my territory with 8,000 troops? That's fine, I guess. The AI does what it's gonna do. Actually, stop. Strange cult is spread out venerating and praying to a mortal. Usually cults like this are rooted out without mercy. But this one, they revere you. It's weird. I don't want a cult. And it's just gone. What? Cult banned. Plus 5%. Opinion, I think. Other effects, 1.05. Is that just forever now? There's no duration on that. Okay. Alright, we got our hammers, we got some Piva. I think I'm good. Switch this off. Move in. 131. I think with 2 hammers and Piva, I'll have a good chunk of morale. I can just stand and wait and win. I do need to keep facing them though, so no getting distracted. If they try to skirt on my edges, I'll just move to the side, try to beat them back. Try not to get surrounded, keep my formation, not too many commands. Sometimes I'll just shove into them, and now we've gone on for a while. They've lost about 15 troops, I've lost about 10, so we're not doing great, and we're about equal on morale. So what's going on? Let's see, we have a formation intact. They do not, and they have a lot of exhaustion. They are humans, I guess we're kind of used to fighting Kryptonians or Barthini. Let's kind of keep moving back for a while. Are those charges good for me or good for them? They're about at 18 casualties now. We're still at 11. So I think those charges are actually bad for them. Because they are hitting like straight into my front line. Push them off. Got 2 more casualties. So do they. So this is turning out to be quite an equal fight, and they are quite ahead of me in terms of morale. So I think I want to just keep pulling back. Playing the defensive game is definitely not doing me any favors. They've got the numbers advantage. They are way more exhausted than I am though, right? Yes, way more. So maybe we could just start pushing into them. Let's form up to a width of 5, or depth of 5, and then just start pushing into them. Hard. That kills a lot of their troops and a bunch of their morale. So there goes their morale advantage. To 0 points. I'm about to break. Point to 1.6. I've got about 30 casualties. I've got about 20 casualties. They're about to charge me again. 156. Causes about 10% injuries on either side. 1.7, but morale's about equal again, so I'm gonna shove in a little bit. I think shoving is good for hammers. But it's terrible for my morale. Let's just try and keep back formed up. Wait, just stop. Why did you sidestep there at the last moment? Oh, I'm breaking. Okay. Restart. 35 casualties, huh? Okay. So what we learned, hammers need to be deployed offensively. So let's just go for that. Wait for them to come for us. And maybe we do actually need to do the bullfighting a little bit. This should be running right. Nope. Okay. No, this is just doing nothing except wasting my time. So 6 on 1. Let's just keep pushing in. Casualties on their side, 7 on mine. Okay, this time I'm winning on morale. So, hammers to be used offensively. You heard it here first, folks. 3.9, 2.8, so I'm actually getting crushed a little bit. And 21 casualties versus 10, so I am still doing good, but my morale is about equal. And 2, oh, also 3. 26 casualties versus 13. Okay, I've taken the morale lead. Versus 3.2. Two versus 2.4. Versus 2.2. 3 versus 1.8. .7 versus 2.8. back off a little bit. One 1.5, 2.4. Two, 2.9. Okay, let's just shove in. .9, 1.8. And let's not push that far ahead. .8. 0.7. Yes, there we go. There we go. Then we can occupy that. And then we need to see what we want to do here. Definitely gonna be making more fruit here. And we wanted to make more clay as well. Let's see what we end up with. Can we do a level 2 here for 10 fruit? Yeah, I think that's fine. We're down 40 fruit, so 80 fruit for the capital. And we need about 70, so I think that's good. These guys need to stand around here for a little bit. Improve the loyalty. Let's actually just get these replaced with a group of Tilapia and Dendorians. Dendorians. And then Tilapia. Let's get another army right next to that one. And move these guys over to that one. And then once these are up and running, they can leave again. Yep, head on home. Let's see how our loyalty's doing. Loyalty is decent. Tilapia need a day off. Oh, and I'm way over an hour of recorded footage. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you again next time.